execution replacement layer, also known as little gnomes that run around.
This is the cheat code in building AI agents. A lot of people building AI agents miss the it's supposed to run without you component.
Yep.
They're not just supposed to give you the deliverable that you're prompting them to give you. They're supposed to give you an actually completed project.
Right.
I don't want to produce a piece of copy for a funnel. I want to put the idea of a funnel in a project management tool. And then I want to wake up in the morning to a sales page, ads all in there, ready to rock. I want to see it all done when I wake up. And that is the reality of today. Welcome to Follow the Yellow Brick Road, the show where online businesses learn how to turn clicks into customers and growth into real scale. I'm your co-host, Emma Rainville, the Wizard of Ops, helping companies transform chaos into systems that actually run.
And I'm Mitch Barham, the Wizard of Ads, the guy who knows how to turn paid traffic into predictable revenue. Together, we break down what really drives profitable online businesses, from traffic and funnels to operations, scaling, and everything behind the curtain. Because getting customers is only half the battle.
The real magic happens when ads and operations work together. So if you want smarter traffic, stronger systems, and a clear path to scaling your business, you're in the right place. Let's follow the yellow brick road. So today we want to talk about, so we have a framework. It's called the Digital Workforce Stack Framework. It's the framework in which we build our agents. So we've been talking about each one of the layers just to kind of mix it up a little bit and to explain each one a little deeper. And today we want to talk about layer 3, which is going to be our
execution replacement layer, also known as little gnomes that run around.
This is the cheat code, the true cheat code in building AI agents. A lot of people building AI agents miss the it's supposed to run without you component.
Yep.
They miss the they're supposed to connect together component, and they miss they're not just supposed to give you the deliverable that you're prompting them to give you. They're supposed to give you an actually completed project. Not a piece of copy, not an image, not a logo, because you're so cute. It's a completed project. These are chained together like a chain gang, and they go through and they handle it. Mitch, so when you and I first got together on all this, you and I had been trying to figure out how to work together for a while, because we both hate people.
We do.
But we both really like each other.
Oddly.
Yeah, we laugh a lot together, and neither of us ever laugh.
No, we don't. I'm a horrible personality.
Anybody who knows me is like, yeah, Emma. And like, neither of us really chuckle often, but when we're together, we laugh. Actually, my husband Gabe, just fun facts for everybody. My husband Gabe, who's actually like the nicest guy in the world. He's like the polar opposite of me.
Literally.
He's the nicest guy.
Yeah.
And he laughs all the time, and he's super funny. And Mitch and I drove him so crazy last night laughing. He went outside and power washed the stone flooring throughout the back of our property around the pool. And he went and power washed it because he was sick of listening to us laugh.
It was a problem.
It was pretty funny. So anyway, we had been trying to figure out how to work together for a while. Mitch is agency owner. I'm an agency owner. Mitch does marketing, but he does marketing ops. I do ops, but I do a lot of ops marketing. And so we're trying to find synergy to work together for a while, and we just really couldn't figure it out. We were both doing really well in our companies.
Yep.
And then AI hit, the world hit, and agencies started dying. And we both started noticing that agencies were dying, and we started talking about like, what can we offer together to make it a no-brainer? We kicked around a lot of different things from done-for-you webinars. So we're both really good at those. We talked about how he has to constantly get into operations, running traffic. I have to constantly get into running traffic as operations. Perhaps we just have a done-for-you, we'll run your damn business service.
Yeah. And
then I started talking about the agents that I built.
Oh, and then we nerded out.
For a long time. For a long time.
I doomsdayed out. And then nerded out again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And so I think for you, as you were listening to me talk, I really thought that you were like, wow, she's really smart. I could see the light turn on for you, particularly where I was talking about vision, and I was talking about employee handbooks and job descriptions and KPIs. And I really thought like, oh, he thinks I'm the smartest and he knows that my agents are really smart. And then you were like, oh my God, you got to see what I'm doing. And then I saw what you were doing, which was not that, but you were connecting them in a more simplified, systematic way than I was. And so we kind of talked about how do we put these two things together and make a company.
Right.
And so we talked about our organizational charts and how we needed to put them underneath all the people in our organizations, which started making you see people in your business that weren't doing anything.
Yeah.
And you didn't weed out necessary labor. You weeded out labor that shouldn't have been there in the first place.
100%.
I took people who were drowning in what I call project debt and gave them a lot of freedom to work on strategy, to work on revenue producing tasks, and to work on client relationships. They're much happier and not drowning anymore. And then we were like, man, we should have a 3-day event, even though we hate people, and bring 20 people to a house and live with them basically for 3 days. Yeah, that was real smart. And so
Great idea.
obviously that worked out really well. So we're never going to do that again. But off of that, we met 20 beautiful companies, 20 amazing human beings. We were able to insert 2,000 agents over 20 companies. I'm making that number up. I have no idea. But there's a lot of agents and a lot of companies, from manufacturing to SaaS to supplement to e-com to direct response. It was a beautiful experience, even though we didn't necessarily love the experience of hanging out with so many people. The people were actually quite lovely, and we were able to really accomplish a lot with them. We're very, very happy with our accomplishments there. But we also decided that an online virtual experience with bootcamp style over several days made a lot more sense for us. So we moved to that model. That kind of catches you up. But the marriage between his agents and my agents are now like, we have this beautiful system now, this beautiful framework where whole deliverables get done, not a task here. We're not sitting down with an agent completing a task with an agent. An agent has it in our inbox when we wake up in the morning, done. And an agent is the agent at the top of the orchestration layer that is managing all the agents in the chain that get the entire deliverable to completion. We're able to launch whole funnels in a day. Literally, sometimes we launch a funnel and we're like, what were we thinking? And then we relaunch the funnel that night.
I launched one on an airplane.
He absolutely did. He absolutely did. I wanted a fancy thing and it was too fancy, and then he redid it so it was less fancy.
I redid it in Moose.
I think you actually did it in baby shower.
Ah, it's better.
It looks like a baby shower for a bike. Anyway, so here we are. And so the execution replacement layer, this is where the real leverage is. This is where you go from doing the work to whether you're on a plane, whether you're on a phone call, whether you're at your mother-in-law's house wishing that you weren't. The work is getting...
Who doesn't feel like that?
I feel like there are people out there that like their mother-in-law. I feel like my daughter-in-law's like me.
Yeah, I've never met her, but yeah, okay.
Them, yeah. I think so. I think no son-in-law's like me.
That's normal.
I'll eat their face.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Interrupt this podcast to ask you to do a huge favor for us.
Huge.
We drop so much knowledge to help you guys, but you're not going to be notified unless you hit that subscribe and the notification bell to be notified the minute we drop a new episode to help you grow and scale your business.
Because you never know when we're going to be taken off YouTube.
You have no idea. Like, I could all of a sudden be like Liam Neeson with a particular set of skills.
Also, we read every single comment. So
leave a question or comment. We will reply to it, and maybe we'll even talk about it in an upcoming episode.
Probably if you troll us, we will definitely talk about you in an upcoming episode. Thanks. So AI execution replacement layer, that's where the real money is. No matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, the magic lies in being able to accomplish projects, not just tasks that I prompt.
Right, 100%. You don't have to sit there and go slash and then do that, and then it like tries to,
Yeah, I don't want to produce a piece of copy for a funnel. I want to put the idea of a funnel in a project management tool. I want to have an agent build out an entire project based off of what it knows I need for a funnel. And then I want to wake up in the morning to a sales page, ads ready to be launched and tested. I want to wake up to an email sequence and an ESP. And I would like it to have, general admission, VIP, abandoned carts, declines all in there, ready to rock. I want to see upsell pages. I want to see thank you pages. I want to see follow-up sequences after purchase. I want to see follow-up sequences after delivery of said purchase. Like, I want to see it all done when I wake up. And that is the reality of today. However, most people are not using a project management tool, not using a project managing agent, and prompting the same agent that it built off Dan Kennedy's deep research or Perry Belcher's deep research or Mario Castilli's deep research, all brilliant copywriters, but taking that same agent and building the landing page and then building the thank you page and then building, or a project that's building each one after it prompts it. Why?
Right.
You don't have to do that anymore.
No.
That's not necessary anymore.
No.
And that's not the leverage anymore.
Nah.
The leverage is having a sales copywriter, a copy chief, an email copywriter, a project manager that knows all of the 44 pieces of copy that need to be written in order for a funnel to launch, and having the ads copywriter and then the image creator agent, and then all of them working in unison together on this project. So yeah, that's where the money's at, guys. Like, that's how these things get done. And then operationally, agents that are going through your merchant account statements and reconciling them, merchant reports, making sure you don't have chargebacks. And if you do, fighting them if they're appropriate to fight. Looking through refunds and understanding commonalities of why people are refunding and creating retention procedures and possibly some retention strategies for your customer service team or your marketing team, and then reports for your marketing team on what they need in the next iteration of split tests for the funnels to decrease the need for retention strategy. Like, all of these things can absolutely run while you sleep.
They should be running while you sleep.
Well,
or on 6 Zoom meetings in a row. They're all just doing the work.
Why are you on 6 Zoom meetings in a row? Clients. Yeah, that's almost over.
Yeah.
We're almost there.
Almost.
Yeah. I don't think our spouses know this yet, but we're going to buy like a $5 million mansion and we're just going to move in there. Yep. And I feel like we could probably, something that big, we could keep them on either side of the house and they won't know the other's there.
I think so. Big enough. Yeah. Or castle. For sure not know anybody's over there.
Scotland. In Scotland, we could go to a 200-acre castle.
You would never see each other.
With 20,000 square feet.
Yeah.
And the castle is the only thing on the island. It's called the Island of Rum.
Sounds amazing.
We should do this.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Oh my God, we should do this.
People are in the same place as you.
What would we do about Ledger?
He can just run around in the 200 acres.
For schooling, stupid.
Oh, he has to learn things?
Yeah.
AI.
No.
We can have an agent teach him.
He'll end up like us. Yeah. We probably need to find him a school teacher.
Probably.
We wouldn't know the school teacher was there either. It's 20,000 square feet.
That's true.
Anyway, so execution, replacement layer. I hope you found this interesting. I hope you understand what we're saying here. For all of these people teaching AI, when you ask them, is this going to actually replace the execution component of projects? They're all going to say yes. Then I want you to ask them, okay, I put it into a project management tool. Who do I assign it to and how do I make sure it gets done? What happens? Talk me through that. They won't be able to. They'll say a whole bunch of words that leaves you not knowing.
Word salad.
That's marketers for you. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was a bit random. Mitch and I are a little bit ADD today. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let us know in the comments what you think. Also, if you're interested in finding out about our AI Workforce Lab and learning how to build this right, the link is down in the notes.
Description.
And in description. Isn't it show notes? Is it description or is it show notes?
Description.
Well, in my project management tool tells my agent to pull the show notes out of the transcript.
Oh.
So I'm going to say it's in the show notes.
I like it.
But it's probably in the description box.
Sounds fancy.
I like to sound fancy.
You're bougie Asians.
Even though I pee outside. All right. Thank you, everyone. That's it for today's episode of Follow the Yellow Brick Road, where the Wizard of Ads and the Wizard of Ops break down what it really takes to build and scale a profitable online business.
If you found this episode useful, make sure to go to followtheyellowbrickroadpodcast.com to check out the Hidden Control Chamber for all kinds of awesome freebies, guides, checklists, everything that we do to grow businesses.
So hop over there and grab all those free resources in the Hidden Control Chamber. And remember, getting traffic is one thing. Turning it into customers that build the systems to support real growth, that's where the real magic happens. Until next time, keep following the Yellow Brick Road.